Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning, students. How are you? I'm fine here. Yes, of course. Straight away to the exercise. We were doing exercise 1.11 or 1.11, and the topic was power and roots. And I think that we have covered 5 questions up till now. So let's start from question number 6. Again, a very easy question. Question number 6. It says that use the product of prime factors to find the cube roots of each number. Show your working. Now, in fact, what has he done? That in part A, that 3 times 3 times 3. Now the writer has asked us to show our working, that yes, this is 27 and this is 3 times 3 and 3. Now I have to find the cube root of each of the following numbers. Show your working. Now you see that here we are with 27, and what we have to write, we have to do it in this way now. So we have to find the cube root of 27. So I told you, when you write here something, then it becomes that root. That is, if I write here 3, then it is the cube root of. Now you see that bring 1 from here, 1, it is equal to 3. It was so simple, piece of cake. Similarly, I am going to do question numbers, part number C. Part number C is 2197. 2197, that is equal to 13 times 13 times 13. You see, again we have to find the cube root because the question was the same. So what we do, again a cube root and write 2197 and bring 1 of the 13, and it becomes like this. You just have to bring 1, because you see this is a pair, this is a tri pair of 3, a set of 3. So you just bring 1 here, or you just bring 1 here. Now there's a different type of question, and that is D, part D. Now part D, because it has two type of roots, two types of prime roots, two types of prime factors, and that is 1000, 1000, and the prime factors are 3 times 2, 2 is written 3 times, and 5 is written 3 times. Now what we do, again the same procedure like I did. Write a 3 over here. Don't forget to write a 3 over here, because we are going to find cube root here. And also, please don't ever miss that you have to cover all the digits in this umbrella, in this root. You have to, don't write it like this. Don't ever write it like this. Don't ever write it like this. Just cover all the digits with this root. Okay. Now for the commons, bring 1 out of here and bring 1 out of here. So what happens here? 2 multiplied 5. So what comes here is 2 multiplied 5 is 10. So this was very simple questions. We had to find the cube roots, and in each of the following which I have done on the whiteboard are the cube roots, and you see how I did them. When you come across with the different types of prime factors, you see that here Now see this example now, that there are three twos and three fives. So what happened? That we took 2 from this and 5 from this. That means we have to make pairs such that the three common numbers be the pair and three common numbers be the pair. In one example, there are lot of twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 twos. Let me write it somewhere here. Now you see that the question is 3, 2, 7, 6, 8, and there are 15 twos. There are 15 twos. So how many factors you will have to pick from this? Now what you do? You do 1, 2, 3, 4. You just assume that I am writing 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now I've written 15 twos. Now we have to make the pairs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see there are 5 pairs. Now from each pair you have to pick 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then you multiply them again. 2 times 2 4 times 2 8 times 2 16 times 2 32. So what comes the result for this question is 32. Let us proceed to question number 7. Calculate. Now let me take the part B first, and that is root of 49 with whole square. What you call it? Whole square. Whole square. So what I told you in my last, that what does it mean? It means that 49 half and then the square. Now I tell you how. You see that this has been converted into half. This root has been converted into numerical form, and it is converted to half, and this whole square is written over here. Now what we have to do is we have to cancel both, because what is happening over here is that is 2 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. Now what is the ultimate result? The ultimate result is 49. Simple 49. And you can simply cut this with this. You can simply cut with this with this. The answer is again 49. Now an example for cube root as well, and that is C, that is cube root of 64, and it is whole cubed. Now it is whole cubed as well. Again, when you see it is cube root, to explain it, you can just cut this cube with this cube, because this is the cube now. But to explain you can write it like this. Now this cube has been converted in numerical form, and then this cube comes over here. So this cube goes with this and answer is 64. You can simply do it like this also. Now there are questions, interesting questions coming ahead, and that is E. Root 9 plus root 16. So what we do is, here we just do it like this and do it like this. This goes off with this goes off with this, and the answer becomes as 7. And answer becomes 7. Because 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. Therefore, we have solved it like this. Students, let me tell you one thing before I proceed. There is a rule, and that is called BODMAS. 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 Now, what does this word stand for? Is bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and finally subtraction. Now these 6 words are abbreviated to BODMAS. Now the merit of doing any question starts from bracket always. You cannot add before multiplication, you cannot subtract before multiplication, or you cannot add before division, or you cannot subtract before opening up the brackets. The simple example, very simple example. Now you see, this is very simple example, and if I do it in this way, now what is the merit over here? What comes first? Multiplication, then addition. But let me do it in my way. What I do is 4 multiplied 2, it becomes 8. Dear students, this is wrong. This is a big cross, because the merit is this, and you have to multiply it before going to addition. So you have to do it 4. You have to multiply this number, and then comes a 6, not 8. So always be careful when you are doing something which are multi signs. You find multi signs like addition, like subtraction, like division, like brackets, and you have to follow this merit. Coming back to the exercise, and our part is F now. You will find out why I told you about this. In part F, this is the question now. And what you have to do is, now this root also act like a bracket. This root also act like a bracket. So I have to solve what is in between the bracket. What is in between the bracket? So what I do is, I solve this addition first. And then I proceed and it comes as 25 and it is 5. You know it how I did it. 25 half and it is 5. And you know one comes out of here and this is, I've told you three ways of solving this. One, two, three. Similarly, there are two questions I had, G and H. They're the same thing like this, and the questions are 36 and 64. Part is G, 36 plus 64. Now what happens here? This is the square and this is again a square number. This goes with this goes with this. Answer is 40. And there is another part quite similar to this, and that is H, and it is 36 plus 64. Now you have to add these before going to. Now what happens here? It becomes as 100 and it is the root of 10. Okay, and part is I. 100 minus 36 in one root. Now it is again simple. You have to solve what is in the root. So what it becomes 64 and it becomes 8 square and that is equal to 8. And again he has given it like this, it like this. When he has given it like this, minus, now what comes? Now but see what happens here. Now it is the root of 10 square minus 6. This goes with this goes with this. 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. This was part J. Okay. Now proceed. Now there is another 25 in separate root and 4 in separate root. And the part is K. So again 5 square multiplied by 2 square. This goes with this goes with this, it comes as 10. Now in the very next KL, what has he done? 25 multiplied by 4 in same root. So what comes over here? 100, and sometimes you see that it comes the same answer and it is 10. Answers the same. Now there is also the questions fractions. O, 36 divided by 4. Now as I told you to cover the whole with this number, with this root, similarly you have to cover this whole when you are asked to do it like this. So what happens over here? It is very simple again. You can do it in this way also. Now this is a valid procedure. What you have to do is like this. You have to break them separately. 6 square, and so this goes with this goes with this, like this. So what happens here? It becomes as 6 upon 2, and it is cancelled like 3. Now it is has come as 3. One more question in this part, and that is P. I just do it somewhere here, P, because I am in hurry today, and that is under root 6 upon 4. Again, it is like this, 6 square upon 4, and it cancels with this. So what we come is like this, and it is 3 upon 2. So question number 7 is completed. So dear students, question number 8 and question number 8 and the part B, that is 19683 centimeter cube. Find the length of the edge of a cube with volume. Now what is a cube? Let me tell you what is a cube. Cube is a figure. Now this is a cube. You see that this is a cube like a dice, and each of its side is equal. Each of its side is equal. If this measures S, this will also measure S, and this will also measure S. Okay, so this is cube. Now he has given us this number 19683, and we have to find the edge, or you have to find this measure, only one of them. So what we do here, if you are given access to the calculator, you can use calculator, and if not, then it is a little lengthy question. You have to just do it in this way, because 3 is coming over here, so you cannot do it with this 2, and you count 10, 16, 16 and 8, 16 and 24 and 27. So it can be divisible by 3. So 3 6 times 18, 3 5 times 15, and 1 3 6 times 18, and 1 again. 12 and 18 again 3. 3 2, 3 1, 3 8 and 3 7. Again 3. 7 2 9. 3 again. 3 2, 3 4, and 3 3. Again 3. 3 8, 3 1. 3 2, 3 7. 3 9. 3 3. So my dear students, you see that after a long calculation, what I had here is 9 times 3. 9 threes. So since we have to find the cube, so we make pair of threes. So 1 3 from here, 1 3 from here, and 1 3 from here. 3 multiplied 3 multiplied 3, and 3 cube is equal to 27. So this side is 27, this is again 27, and this is again 27. And the answer for question for this was now 19683 centimeter cube, You see, when you see a unit, then you have to write unit in answer as well. So the answer was 27 centimeter. Dear student, you have noticed that we have removed this cube from here, cause these are three measures: centimeter multiplied by centimeter multiplied by centimeter. Just as we did it in, you see that this was like this, and I picked one out of each. So it becomes 3, 3, 3. So it becomes 3, 3. Are 1 centimeters. This is again centimeter. You don't have to write these over here. It just to understand. Now this pair is centimeters in centimeter and is again centimeter. So what we do is we write 27 centimeter. Cause what I told you was that there are three dimensions. This is side, and this is side. When this is written, this means this, and this. And if you multiply centimeters, multiplied centimeters, this also becomes. So we have to remove for one side because these are three sides. Three sides, one side. Okay, got my point? This is written, and when cube is written, it means it is volume of that thing. Anything. One more question from this 6, 4, 6 centimeter cube. Again, this centimeter cube and for some millimeter cube is given. So you have to convert them also in linear. If it is written cube, then after converting you have to write only If it is inches cube, then you have to write inches. Now you see what is written over here. There is a very sharp trick and very easy trick to solve this type of questions. When you come up with three zeros and a cube number. Now this is a cube number. 64 is a cube number. If you multiply 4 multiplied 4 multiplied 4, now you see this is a cube number. 4 4 16 16 4 64. And just take one out of here and one out of here. So this is the answer with 1 cm. 1 cm. Question number 9. If symbol asterisk, now there is a symbol written over here, and this is this symbol. Now this is called asterisk. Asterisk. Now this symbol is asterisk. Now the writer says if the symbol asterisk means add. The writer says if the symbol asterisk means add the square of first number to the cube of the second number, then calculate. Now he has given 2 asterisk 2 asterisk 3. Now what we have to do is we have to find the square of the first number and cube of the second number. square of the first number and cube of the second number, and then we have to add these, because here asterisk means add. Well, I must tell you that asterisk in computer language is meant as multiplication, not addition. But anyway, he has given us the condition that asterisk means add. In basic language, it is multiplication, basic computer language. So what we do is 4 asterisk 3 times 9 27, and we have to add this, so it becomes 31. The answer is 31. Rest of all questions are similar. Let me solve another question for you, and that is question number H. Part number H, and H says that 9 asterisk 1. What I have to do? I have to put a square on the first, then I convert this in addition and put a cube over here. So you see, I told you anything raised to power 1 remains as 1. 1 raised to anything up to n, it remains as 1. Now 8, it is 81 plus 1, it becomes 82. Students, proceed to question number 10. Well, this is an important question, and let me start it from part number A. Question number 10, part A. Evaluate. It says evaluate. What we have to evaluate is 2 4 multiplied by 2 3. 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 3, and we have to evaluate it. It is very simple. You just do it like this. Multiplied 2, multiplied 2, multiplied 2, then multiplied 3 times. Total of 7 times. Because bases are same and this is like this. Bases are same and we have to add this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not just multiply them. 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128 is the answer. Well, from part number B, it is 3 raised to power 5 and sixth root of 64. Sixth root of 64. So the first part is very easy, but you have to find this part as well. And there are two ways of finding each of the part in this, and that is calculator. But I am going to do it manually. Now you see 3 multiplied 3 multiplied 3 multiplied 3 multiplied 3. Now this does means 3 written in 5 times. Now what does this mean? Come to the rough side and keep on finding its prime factors. What we got here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And note that what we have here is 6. When this type of situation occurs, you see that 6 twos now, and you have to pick only 1 2 from this, because you have to find the sixth root of this. So the sixth root only is 1 out of these 6 twos. Sixth root is 2. Now students, I broken up in this form. So we have picked 1 out of 6 twos. Now these are 6 twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 twos. From 6 twos, I have only picked 1, and we have to write all the threes, 5 threes. Now what is the answer here? Uh, 9, 27, 27, 81, 81, and 243. 243 multiplied by 2, and what does it come? 2, 6, 8, and 2, 4. 486 is the answer. The questions are same except F. Now I am going to do F, part number F. A little different. 8 4 divided by 8 raised to power 4, and it is divided by, wow, it is very different question. 5, 32, and it is whole cubed. You see, there is no problem with this, sir. This part there is no problem. We'll do it in this way. But what about this one? First of all, what I do is I have to remove this thing. I have to remove this thing. So in the rough work, what I do? Thirty-two, 2, 16, 8. You see that there will be 5 twos now. 4, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I told you that there are 5 twos. Now this has been solved. Now this has been solved as 2. Now 3 still remains over here. This cube still remains over here. So again, what I do? I have to what I have to do is like this. 2, it becomes 8, because this 2 stands for 8. 8. 2 multiplied to 4, 4 multiplied to 8. So I have written 8 over. So the next step is very interesting. Now this is 8 raised to power 4, and this is 8 raised to power 1, and it is being divided. Let me do it over here. So what the last step? I write it like this. This was the last step. 8 raised to power 4 and 8 raised to power 1. And if I write it like this, it is also valid. And if I write it like this, you know that when the bases are same, I told you in this, the bases are same, we can write it like this. You see that for this 4 twos, we have written it like this, and for this 3, we've written like this. That means for multiplication with the same basis, we add the powers, and for division, if the bases are same, we subtract the powers. What we do? We subtract the powers. Now, what does happen here? It becomes as 8 raised to power 3. And one more way. I stop this here. One more way is, you see that it can be written like this and divided by 8. Now you see 1 8 cancels 1 8 on the in the numerator. So what comes 8 cube. Now you see that both are coming 8 cube. 8 8 64 and 64 8 512. So this is equal to 512. Last question coming up, and it is 11th question. Question number 11. Which is greater and by how much? Number A. Now this is quite an interesting, and I have come up with one new thing in this. The question is 8 raised to power 0 multiplied 4 raised to power 4 or 2 raised to power 4 multiplied 3 raised to power 4. Not the writer has asked us which one is greater and by how much. Now you see a 0, a power of 0. Now what does it means? I just told you that how we can get 0. Uh, just give a knock on your head and say how it comes at like this. In the rougher, I go here. Suppose n is 0. N raised to power 0. How it comes? It comes like this. N divided by n. Now this is power 1, this is power 1, and n 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, and 0. Now if you had divided it straight, what comes is equal to 1. Just like 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. 40 divided by 40 is equal to 1. 100 divided by 100 is equal to 1. Because you see, when the bases are same and they are in division manner, so what we do? We subtract their powers. And now I can say that anything raised to power 0, anything raised to power 0 is equal to 1. Anything raised to power 0, anything. Now n stands for anything raised to power 0 is equal to 1. So what happens here? You see, now I just do it in this way, both of the ways. 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1, or 8 divided by 8 is equal to 8 1 minus 1. It is equal to 8 divided by 0, or you just cancel. The fact is again 1. You see that for each it has become 1. Now 1 multiplied by 4 times 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 16 and 16. It is the square of 16. 256. It becomes 256. 4 4 the 4 times 16, 16, 64 and 64, 4 times 256. Now this and is completed. Now this and this is 4 times 2 and 4 times 3 and 4 times 3. 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 8, 16. It becomes as 16, and this becomes 27, 81 multiplied by 81. 16 multiplied 81 is equal to 1296. Now he has also asked that how much the um, greater one is. Now we have to subtract 1296 and 256. So what becomes 0? 401. So this one is greater this much. This one is this much greater than this. This one is this much greater than this. So I can write here that like this. This one is greater, and for how much it is this much greater. Last part, last question. B fourth root of 625 multiplied 3 raised to power 6, or sixth root of 729 multiplied by 4 raised to power 4. Now I do it. You have to do it in, if you are allowed to do with calculator, this part and this part you can do it with calculator, or otherwise you have to find it there. Now this is 5, so it is only divisible by 5. 5 1 times 5, 1 out of here. 5 2 times, 2 out of here. 5 2 times, and 5 5 times. 5 5 times. Now you see 4, and we have 4 5s, so the answer of this is 5. And for this you have to multiply 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now these are 27, this is 27, this is 27. So 27, this is the square of 27. So this is 729. Again, find the sixth root like this. So it will become, you can do it like this, 3. So it will become 3, I know, or 3 and 4 times 4. So 16 16 16 16 256 multiplied 3. Now we have to, it is visible that this one is greater, but how much we have to still find it. 768, 3645. Just find the difference between the two. The difference is 2877. 2008. Now this one is greater than this much. This one is this much greater than this. This one is this much greater than this. Okay. So dear students, this was all from this exercise. We have concluded this exercise and hope you have understood it very well. because I have done it in three parts because the exercise was very lengthy. So keep working with this mathematics, and for those I'll request for those who have not subscribed me as yet, subscribe and push the bell button so that my all videos come to you directly. Share with your friends, share with your friends and your colleagues. It's time to sign off now. Allah Hafiz and goodbye. Have a nice day.